Hi friends, I'm CA Balaji. In continuation with our topic on composition levy, in this video we are going to discuss about concession rate as defined under section 10 subsection 2A of the CGST Act. Earlier, the central government had issued a notification number 2/2019 to bring composition scheme for service provider or mixed suppliers. Thereafter, the provision of section 10 subsection 2A were inserted in CGST Act 2017 with effect from 1st January 2020 White Finance Act 2019. So let's discuss about the same. Who is eligible and what is the rate to be paid? All registered persons who are not eligible under the composition levy under subsections 1 and 2 are eligible to opt to pay tax under subsection 2A of section 10. 3% will be levied on the taxable suppliers. It's to be noted that another 3% a person has to pay for SGST purpose. What is the turnover limit for opting this scheme? The aggregate turnover in the preceding year should be 50 lakhs or below. It's to be also be noted that the turnover, aggregate turnover meaning is same as section 10 subsection 1 of the composition levy, which we had discussed earlier. Question 3. If A Limited is started its business in the year April 2020 and in the month of July 2020 it is getting registered under the GST when the turnover is rupees 18 lakhs and at the end of the financial year the turnover is rupees 45 lakhs, what is the tax impact under this scheme? A Limited must pay 6%, 3% of SGST and 3% of the CGST on rupees 27 lakhs. In other words, it has to pay tax on the registered suppliers. Unregistered supplies will be ignored for computation of tax. If in the same example above, instead of rupees 45 lakhs, if 68 lakhs is there as full year turnover, what is the tax impact? It is to be noted that for computation of tax, the unregistered suppliers will not be considered. But for the overall turnover limit, it should be rupees 50 lakhs or below. So, A Limited is ineligible under this scheme. Question number 5. What are all the other conditions to be satisfied by the registered person under this scheme? So other condition apart from the turnover limit which we had discussed earlier are: condition number 1, registered person should not be engaged in making supply of goods or services which are not leviable to tax under the CGST Act. Example, alcohol for human consumption. Condition number 2. The registered person should not be engaged in making interstate supply of goods or services. Condition number 3. The registered person should neither be a casual taxable person nor a non-resident taxable person. Condition number 4. The registered person should not be engaged in making any supply of goods or services through an electronic commerce operator who is required to collect tax at source under section 52. Condition number 5. The registered person should not be engaged in manufacturing of such goods or supply of such services as may be notified by the government on the recommendation of the council. The goods such as ice creams and tobacco product, etc., which we had seen earlier. Condition 6. He shall pay tax under subsection 3 or subsection 4 of section 9 on inward supply of goods or services or both. The RCM basis, he has to pay the tax for inward supplies. Question number 6. What are the conditions imposed on supplier who opts for the composition levy? So earlier we have seen the conditions which are all imposed for obtaining the composition scheme. Here, after obtaining the composition scheme, what are all the conditions is imposed under this act? It is similar to the conditions which we had seen earlier under subsection 10, under section 10 subsection 1 of the CGST Act. So every notice or signboard in every registered place of business displayed at a prominent place shall carry the word composition taxable person. Every bill of supply issued by the composition suppliers shall carry the declaration composition taxable person not eligible to collect tax on supplies on the top of the bill, RCM on inward supplies to be paid, and he also not entitled to collect tax, also not entitled to claim credit of taxes paid by him on the inward supplies. A composition supplier shall not be entitled to issue any tax invoice. However, to effect supplies of goods or services, the supplier will have to issue bill of supply without indicating any tax amount on it. So, all these conditions to be satisfied after he obtains the composition levy. With this, we have come to the conclusion of section 10 subsection 2A of the Act. We will see more about levy of tax in the coming videos. Thank you. You can reach me out at cabalajij@gmail.com, and you can visit my blog onetaxpointindia.blogspot.com.